Russia has stepped up offensive on the Ukrainian capital city. On Friday, Moscow carried out a high-precision strike on the capital city, Kyiv, the attack coming during a visit by the United Nations chief to the country. After the Russian attack in the Shevchenko district of Kyiv region, reports say at least 10 people have received injuries. Several are feared trapped. What happened? 2 rockets even hit a children's hospital in a densely populated area of the Ukrainian capital. The Russian assault on Kyiv has resumed after days of a lull, just when residents had started returning to the capital city. While Russia has been focused on eastern Ukraine, the missile attack on Kyiv proves one thing: Vladimir Putin is not done yet.
As Russia has continued pounding Ukraine with missile strikes, amongst the latest attacks was also in the city of Kyiv. And this attack has taken place only yesterday evening when at least 3 missiles hit this area, which is close to the city center, not very far away from the center of Kyiv town. Also a residential area. We can see that the rescue work is still continuing and there has been immense damage. We will show you more visuals of the damage that's been done. What we are seeing now was some sort of a factory, a manufacturing unit which is completely destroyed. Rescue workers here as well. A lot of people had to be evacuated last evening itself. And this is a residential building. We can see how houses are damaged, and on the ground floor of this residential building, in fact, was a small clinic, a little clinic meant for children. So this clinic was also not spared in the attack that has taken place, and Parminder will give you a very clear look of the damage inside this clinic. The staff here is making sure they can take out all their belongings. The equipment has been brought out, and such was the intensity that just about everything inside the clinic is damaged, and a very clear signal that little children, in fact, would frequent this place. What we are seeing are toys meant for children who are coming for treatment to this clinic. And once again, this attack has happened at a time when it was expected that things will calm down. The city of Kyiv has largely been calm, although there were a lot of intense fights on the outskirts of Kyiv. But the city did not see this kind of bombardment. And in fact, this strike has taken place at a time when the UN Secretary-General, the UN chief, was in Kyiv holding discussions with President Zelensky. He also visited Russia a few days back. And at a time when the UN chief was here for the attack to take place, a clear signal, a clear hint that Russia is intensifying its offenses, and it seems that this war is only likely to continue for a very long time. We are not at a frontline location. This is in the center of Kyiv. So one can imagine what the situation has been at places where the real battle is on. With camera person Parminder Sharma in Kyiv, Abhishek Bhalla for India Today.
So, of course, as of now, remember, it appears that there is no ending to this war, and we'll be getting you all the latest on that. Rajesh Pawar is now joining me from Kyiv. Rajesh, we've been constantly discussing the war is not ending, what is happening, but eventually it will all boil down to the Kyiv city and the Kyiv region. What do you think is the signal being sent at this point when the UN chief is visiting and there are missiles being dropped right there in the Kyiv region?
Look, Pooja, I am at the site right now.
Okay.
I could show you this one residential building
yes.
has been hit. There are 2 buildings which have been hit actually. One is a residential block for sure, multi-story building. Second one, what Ukrainians are saying was a washing machine factory, but it appears, and from my sources that I've learned, is it was a military target, maybe some kind of storage depot, or maybe it was housing military personnel or some kind of equipment. And this place is almost near the center of the city. And this again brings one fact to light, that if you house military equipment, military personnel in residential areas will get hit in this war. And we will see in coming days more and more of such areas getting hit. I'm trying to flip my camera around to show you. This is the factory, which they say was a washing machine factory. And you can see that everything is closed and nobody is allowed to enter inside here. And this, what my sources have told, was a military target. Nobody is allowed to go inside here. Press is not allowed inside. And you just see there's only a road in between. And the missile has hit this residential area. Probably it was a mishit because just about 20 meters from this. And if the missile goes off target, even by 20 meters, there's a high possibility then probably it will end up in some kind of residential area. Right now, if you can see, rescue work is going on. They're removing the debris. Just a few minutes back, a dead body of a woman was taken out from these destroyed apartments. And it is believed that many, many civilians in this apartment block probably would have died.